guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Seattle.
Let's go, let's go! Back two, lady! Mike back two! Man, that's trash! That's trash! Switch! 36 power!
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Derek Rivers gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Rivers, his 2nd sack of the night.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So don't say nothing. Hey, 66. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Get him. Get him. Get him.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Check 99. Check 99. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. Check.
Now Brady. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, it takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3, alert!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
52's the mic. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
14.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. Final play of this first quarter.
Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. Watch the curl.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 40.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check nine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside. that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Freeman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's got another first down. As the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. They will run it. It's McKissick. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Second and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Check, ready, and read. Come on,
From the gun, Freeman, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this with the ball. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got the hookup to Jerron Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's McKissick. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
36 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Freeman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Freeman. He's got Lockett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brings up third down.
On the ready. 53. Check 53. It's been a long day for you. 36. 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. Roberts got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here. Take a break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Lost the pass.
They'll look to throw here. receiver, and he's brought down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready, ready. 5-4. Mike 5-4. You don't want now. Pick up the ball. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. Zimmerman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Zimmerman, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbound.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when you get...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dietrich Wise providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Second and 5. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're going to look to throw, and he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check out Recon, 152 fighter.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. General West.
They run the counter. It's Zimmerman, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
X3, 218, chop.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Freeman, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough third and 18.
Mike, 53, Mike.
From the gun, Freeman. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
You draw Porter. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Young. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 57 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Freeman. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking, he's checking. Topper!
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Zimmerman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready,
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go, go, go.
To throw again, Freeman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. It's our time.
On 4th down, Freeman. That's to his running back, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Freeman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a 1st down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the 1st down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Throwing on 1st down. Freeman looking for his running back, and he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to... And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Freeman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Freeman. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check 26, check 26. You're out. Ball trot.
On 4th down, Freeman. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
30 base. Watch the run, watch the run. Big river.
On 1st down, it's Zimmerman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Zimmerman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently